So, we're at the end of 2020. This has been a journey from beginning to end. A lot of people are talking about, you know, they can't wait for 2020 to be over. Um, this is the worst year of their lives. And that's understandable. There's been a lot of things that have happened that have taken place that none of us expected to happen. Um, let's start at the beginning. In January of 2020, for those who don't know, I was sick. I had a cough. This was before we knew what COVID was. I had a cough that I could not get rid of. I was coughing for seemed to be a month and a half to 2 months. Went to the hospital. They checked me out. The only thing they could come up with was some nasal stuff going on. So they gave me meds, and I want to say probably a week after that, 2 weeks after that, the coughing started to go away slowly. Right after that, Kobe passed. And immediately, I had a feeling that 2020 was about to be something that we would never forget. Right after, and when I say right after, I mean immediately following Kobe passing, my grandma passed. And at that moment, and this was probably in February, close to the end of February, beginning of March. At that point, I was ready for 2020 to be over. And it had just started. You know, moving forward in the year, actually, right after my grandma passed, there's talks of a quarantine. Now, in our lifetime, we have never experienced anything like this. So immediately when it's talked about, you kind of don't want to believe it, but it was very real. And right when the lockdown started, we were just wrapping up a movie that we were working on. Then everything shut down. Stores, everything. Restaurants, clubs, everything was done. So, given the things that had happened to me and around me, just within those first 3 months of 2020, I had to take some time and just sit back and assess. I was feeling multiple emotions: anger, sadness, grief, and you know, we had many plans. A lot of us had a lot of plans for 2020. You know, we were supposed to finish a whole nother film. You know, start casting. We were supposed to travel to California, Atlanta, New York, Philly, and start filming this next big movie that was set to start. And we had to put that on hold. So I'm just sitting and I'm collecting my thoughts, and initially I'm thinking we can't do nothing. We can't create, we can't put our ideas out there to the world. We can't do anything. And then I hit up my brother, Edwin Maker Jr. Shout out to Edwin. And we kind of shared the same concerns. And there came to be a point in the conversation where we were just like, you know what? Everything that we said we needed time to do, everything that we've been putting off, let's do that now. We have nothing but time now. We're locked in our homes. We can't move around like we want to. Whatever we were holding off and whatever we were using the excuse we need more time or I wish we had time to do this, let's do that now. So that's how we found the inspiration to take the worst of 2020 and turn it into the best. So then we started our podcast, Psychology Podcast. And I just want to thank every one of you guys for being a part of that, for supporting, for all of our guests that we've had on there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for being a part of that and just for being a part of this movement. I had been hearing from, my followers, my family, my friends to start a podcast because they knew I was listening to a few and studying them, and it took some months of studying, but I thank y'all for pushing me forward and for supporting the podcast. Shout out to my brother Edwin, always there, always helping me, move forward and be my best self. I could not pick any other co-host for the podcast but my brother, you know what I mean? So shout out to you, man, and we have so much more work to do, and you know where that phrase comes from. Then we have we're building our catalog of podcasts, and then my homegirl, my sister, put out a mixtape, and I was like, I like that. I like the sound of that. I like everything about that mixtape. And I hit up my brother like I normally do. I was like, yo, have you heard that? Like, I think, another thing that I've been holding off on was putting out music. A lot of people didn't even know I made music. I produce music, make the beats, mix it, master it, rap, write the lyrics. Like, it's time for me to put that out there. I've also been holding off on that. If I had more time, I'll make a song, I'll put it out. So Kimia, I reach out to Kimia and I'm like, yo, you're dope. Let's work. And we had worked together on movies before, but we had never made music before. She didn't even know I made music. So I make the beat, I send it to her. I want to say within 2 hours, she let me know, like, yo, I'm done writing my verse. I was like, okay. So this is what it's gonna be, and I after that I saw things falling in line, and we made Savage Time. And again, thank you guys for supporting that. It's on every streaming platform: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, everything. Literally every streaming platform, and that took off. And we're getting mad streams from that, mad support from that. And I'm thinking, okay, 2020, this is kind of a turnaround. I was a little down, but we got the podcast, we got the single. Okay, cool. Few weeks after that, it's my birthday. Now, who would have thought I would have the best birthday I've ever had in my life in 2020 with everything else that's going on? I met 2 of my closest friends for the first time face to face on my birthday. Shout out to Egon and shout out to Kiki. Y'all know that's that's my best friend. Like, she's been holding me down. She's been supporting everything that I've been doing for a minute. We've known each other for a minute, but we had never met face to face. She came through for my birthday. Egon came through for my birthday. Shout out to Jacqueline O'Day. You already know she's my ride or die, aka Black Widow. Shout out to Chimi. Chimi came through from Florida. Egon came from Texas. Chimi came from Florida. Jackie and Edwin came through. Kiki came from Philly. And I'm just like, this year has been completely unpredictable. So we're celebrating. We dropped a music video. We dropped a music video for Savage Time on my birthday. Shout out to everybody that was involved with that. And shout out to the team. Just a phenomenal video. We get great feedback. And I'm like, okay, that's another W. That's another win. It's another win. Another win for the team. Whatever we do, whenever I win, my team wins. Whenever they win, we win. I win. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's how every team should move. If one person in your team is winning, you just won. That's a win for the whole team. So the video takes off, doing numbers. A few weeks after that, a celebrity that I've looked up to my entire life, he's a rapper, actor, brand owner, we cross paths and we connect. And I send him the music video to Savage Time and let him know I'm an actor, director, writer. And he's like, yo, dog, I rock with that. I like that. And I'm like, what? DMX, the legend himself, the dog. Never, like, all my dreams as a kid, like, oh, I wish I could work with this person, wish I could work with that person. I'm talking to this man about the work that I'm creating. And he lets me know that he has an album, a mixtape coming out for unsigned artists, and he wanted to work. And he gave me the opportunity to be on that mixtape. And he showcased Savage Time with myself and Kimia on his mixtape. And it just dropped a couple weeks ago. So now I'm sitting back like, yo, like starting in January, I would have never thought that all these accomplishments would have come through like this. So the mixtape drops, still in communication with DMX and thanking him for the opportunity. People are loving the mixtape, people are loving the music. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, on and off, I've been trying to work on this big deal. And things kept failing, errors kept coming back. Distractions kept coming back. And I had two people in my life that were pushing me to make this thing happen and keeping me encouraged while all the craziness was going on. So given all these wins for the team, there was one more thing that I was just like, I gotta do this. It's 2020, I've proven to myself that I can do a podcast. I've proven that I can put out music and it do well. I've proven that I can put out a music video. I'm talking to industry legends that I've looked up to that are giving me advice now and willing to work with me and collab with me. And I'm like, I gotta make this thing happen. This has to close the year for real. And so I give it another try. And shout out to Jacqueline O'Day and Farone for being those two people pushing me to make this thing work. On Christmas Day, my movie, London and James, premiered on Amazon Prime Video. You know how when you're in the middle of working and moving, that adrenaline is pumping, you're just focused on getting the goal out the way. Sitting back now and realizing that is crazy. My favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I live by that. There's nothing on this earth, and some may get that confused with cockiness, or oh wow, he's feeling himself. No, I'm feeling God. I believe I can do anything I put my mind to, anything I touch. I believe will be a success because God is in me and God will be in my projects. God don't lose, so it's a win. And that's how I move, and that's how my team moves. So having a movie on Amazon Prime Video, that's a resume within itself. And the people that have been y'all have been supporting this movie like crazy. Shout out to B. Sharrie Patterson, aka London. Shout out to E.K. Maker, aka Sam, in the movie, and he's also the assistant director. Shout out to Farone, aka Young Heath. Brock, that's my brother since high school. Killer Instinct. Shout out to Jacqueline O'Day. Shout out to all these people. And I'm actually go down. I have a list of some very important people that have made 2020, special for me. And I'm gonna get to that list in a minute, but I just can't stop thanking God for all these accomplishments that have taken place and all the people that God has placed in my life to help make these accomplishments real and make these things happen. So, going back a little bit, finding out that my movie was going to premiere on Christmas on Prime Video, I was like, we got to get out here in the streets. We got to promote this thing. So we did a press tour. And that was just... I had never been on a press tour before for a movie, for anything. And then, during the press tour, we had a radio interview. We were actually on the radio, like not streaming on, like on the real radio. Shout out to Betty. Shout out to the Moon Man. That's that is crazy. And we're on there promoting our movie, letting people know. And then when the movie dropped, numbers are shooting through the roof. It's almost like a dream for real. When you come to the end of a year and you're looking right over into the next year, it's kind of like you reflect as if it was all a dream. And I just want to thank a few special people for helping make this dream a reality. All the accomplishments, and these are just a few people that have contributed to my 2020 and help push me forward, help push my team forward. So, first and foremost, God. None of this is possible without God. You ask us how we do so many things. You ask me how I wear so many hats. It ain't me, bruh. It ain't me. It's God. Literally, the only reason that I'm able to do these things and be successful in each and every area with every hat that I wear is God. Second, my family supports me wholeheartedly. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my grandparents, man. Like, they support me like crazy. And I love y'all for real, man. I just thank y'all for believing in me since I was a kid, running around doing stunts, doing crazy stuff. Like, y'all, I really do love y'all and appreciate y'all. And thank you for supporting me and believing in me in ways that I can't even express. Edwin Maker Jr. This is my brother, man. Like, any ideas that I have, any questions that I have, I always run them by Edwin. You know, when we talk about having that friend that you trust them with your life, Edwin Maker Jr., it's my guy. It's my brother right there, man. I want to thank you for everything that you've contributed to Tri-J, to the Brotherhood, to everything that we're creating. We have so many, we got some projects coming. We got some projects coming that I can't even talk about. We got some stuff coming. I love you, bruh. Thank you for supporting me and just being that best friend, that brother that I know I can go to if I need something. Just a great person, a strong person, positive person. And I appreciate you, man. Farone, aka Farone. Now, when y'all watch London and James, y'all might not be able to tell how close we are. But that's my brother for real. Like, since high school, like I said, it's been a minute since I've known this man. I've known this man for half of my life. And, you know, he was always an upperclassman in high school. I always looked up to this man, even though we like 1 year, 2 years apart, you know what I mean? But I really do appreciate everything that you add to my life, all the advice that you've given me. We had this conversation years ago, man, talking about what we wanted to do when we had nothing. We didn't even own cameras. We had nothing, bro. We had no equipment. We had no social media presence. We had nothing. We had a conversation. And I want to say within those first few months, stuff started changing. Because we claimed it. And I just appreciate you for being a positive influence in my life and guiding me, helping me. Along the way, bro, we got some work. We got some work coming out too. And you did a phenomenal job in London and James, bro. Kiki, this girl, man. Kiki, my best friend, my twin. I really do appreciate you. I don't think you understand how much you add to my life. Also, somebody else I trust with my life, man. Our conversations on the phone are ridiculous. They're crazy. Just such a positive energy. I could be feeling down, you know, one day, and just our conversations on the phone lift me right back up. You know what I mean? So I thank you for just being the greatest friend you could be and just being a genuinely good person. You know what I mean? Muff, I know. You know, you didn't think I was gonna say you know what I'm saying? My other very close friend, I've known her since I was a kid, like in the children's choir at church. Like, I've known her my whole life, and I thank you for being a positive energy in my life and pushing me forward, always motivating me, making sure I, at the same time, don't get a big head. Um, always guiding my thoughts and how I'm moving in the industry. I really do appreciate you for that. Um, and just being that person to talk to, bounce ideas off of, get advice from. I really do cherish that, and I appreciate you a lot. Um, Jacqueline O'Day. Again, if you watch London and James, you wouldn't be able to tell. That's just phenomenal acting on our parts. But I really love this woman. Like, when I say ride or die, like, I would do anything for her. She would do anything for me. Like, we've told this story several times. London and James almost didn't happen. And if it did, it was about to be postponed to a way later date. And Jacqueline O'Day was the one. I was going through some crazy stuff. She was going through some crazy stuff. And just having a conversation with her kind of put things in perspective, and it didn't allow me to get distracted by what was going on in my life. I had to keep moving forward and put out the content and put out the stuff that God had for me to create. You know, because if I had decided to put off London and James, there were so many opportunities given and jobs given to local talent from that movie that would not have happened if I had postponed it. So many networking options, so many auditions have taken place because of the footage that they've seen from London and James for certain actors and actresses. It just opened the door for so many opportunities, and that almost didn't happen because we almost got distracted. And life can be a distraction. Like I said, this is 2020. A lot of crazy stuff can take place and kind of get your mind off of what you're supposed to be focused on. But keep focused. Stay focused. I'm telling you. And Jackie definitely helped me stay focused. Chimi came through. Chimi has been supporting. She was at the premiere for London and James. She be coming here from Florida just to support. Hilarious person. And just a cool person to be around, just a positive energy. I thank you for being that positive energy in my life. Egon, my guy, we've known each other a very long time. And finally met face to face. Super positive dude, a minister, a family man. But he'll tell you things about his past that'll just blow your mind. And it kind of inspires you to be your best self because you see him being his best self. You know, you listen to his backstory, you get inspired and motivated by just hearing about his life. So, Egon, I really appreciate you, bro. You the man, man. You the man, bro. Sharrie McCain. What can I say about Sharrie McCain, man? Super talented woman. Also a great force in my life. We always, you know, check in on each other and make sure we're good, make sure the other person is good. I love talking business with you. I love talking films with you and industry stuff with you. Just a great person to be around. I love you, Sharrie. Kimia, you already know, Savage Time for Life. We made a classic with that one. I appreciate you. I appreciate your positive energy and your support and the love that you show. That's my sister for real. And we have some more work coming too. We'll definitely be talking. We got some more stuff that we're gonna be working on. Chico, you know I wasn't gonna forget you, bro. Chico was the one that shot Savage Time, the music video. He filmed a scene in London and James. Like, Chico's my guy. He came through in the clutch. He does really good work, great cinematographer, writer, about to be acting. And his personality is just like out of this world. Very supportive, very good at what he does. So shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate you for putting in so much effort and time into Savage Time and the comedy sketches we've done and that we're gonna do. I appreciate you, bro, for real. King, my man King. My man also came through in the clutch. We were looking for a photographer last minute. One of my photographers canceled. And I was like, dang, who's gonna do this? Like, so I hit King up a day before the shoot. I was like, you do photos, bro? He was like, yeah. I was like, cool, can you, I mean, it's tomorrow. I know it's last minute. He's like, I'll be there. All right, cool. Clip. I was like, all right. And I worked with King on a couple other projects, acting-wise, but King came through, took the photos for the promo shots for Savage Time and killed it. I got him to come on. He has his own show, the Road Trip Ranch Show. Amazing show. And he got some behind-the-scenes footage, and he actually made a cameo in the music video. So shout out to you, King. I respect you. I appreciate you for all you've done. And we definitely got more work to do too, my guy. Tom is a phenomenal actor, man, and has been supporting like crazy. Like, Tom is a big supporter of everything we do. And shout out to him playing Detective Gamble in London and James. He killed that. I really am excited for what Tom has in store for you guys. He made the announcement recently that Edwin and myself are going to be working with him on his movie, bringing his vision to life. And I'm just really excited about that. Phenomenal person, great personality, brand owner. He got a clothing line. His shirts are fire. His shirts are hilarious. So shout out to you, Tom. I thank you for supporting. I never want you to go a day without knowing. Like, I see the support, bruh. It's daily. I see it, man. I appreciate you. Susy. Susy is a phenomenal supporter. Since before I even had followers, I was at like 2,000 followers on my J Sykes page. I made another sports page. She followed me on there, and she was promoting it like crazy. I was like, who is this? Like, somebody from the industry promoting my stuff? Because they're just on it every day, just promoting. And so I reach out to her, and I'm like, yo, like, thank you. I really do appreciate you. And this was years back, and she was just like, oh, no problem. I love what you're doing, love what you're creating. I'm like, okay. What if I get you to just be my promoter, like, and bring you on board with the behind the scenes stuff and just have you on the board? She was like, okay, I'll do that. Whatever you need, I got you. And ever since then, she has been, holding it down, been supporting. She has new things that she's creating, customizable things that you can get from her. You need to go check her out, man. Like, Susy has been phenomenal. I told her she don't gotta call me boss. I told her that. But I'm glad that I have had an impact on your life, because you've definitely had an impact on mine. And I really do appreciate you for all that you do. Nicole Lovince, it was dope meeting you, and I'm super glad we crossed paths, because you were teaching me so much about the industry. And the Scorpio gang, shout out to the Scorpios. You are a Scorpio. It's it's great to have friends that are in the industry as well, because you can talk about certain things with them that you can't talk about with other people. And I just love our conversations. You know, she has a podcast, Nick's at Night, with another Nicole. Both of y'all are just phenomenal. I love y'all's podcast. I love everything that you create, the music that you create. I loved you on Pitch Perfect. I loved you. I am a big supporter of yours, and it means that much more to me when you support me, and I appreciate you and everything that you do. Mac is legend. I've been looking up to this man on YouTube for years, man, and reached out to him a couple years ago and let him know, hey, I'm about to do this movie, London and James. I'm an actor, writer, blah, blah, blah. And he had been looking at my comedy sketches, and he was a fan of the work. And I was just like, bro, you don't even understand. Like, I watch your stuff religiously. And we talked, and he eventually, we worked out him coming on set and being in the movie. So he's actually in London and James. He's the one at the end that delivers that famous line. Sounds like y'all trying to start a war. Like, everybody in the theater was like, yeah, I like that guy. So shout out to you, Mac. You've given me so much knowledge and schooled me on the game of branding and business building that I appreciate you, bro. I'm excited for what we have in the future, for what you're working on, for what we're working on. I appreciate you. And shout out to just shout out to you, man, everything that you're doing. Monique, you know I wasn't gonna forget you. Monique has been another positive person, positive energy in my life. Anytime we talk on the phone, it's like 4 hours minimum. Like, we'll start out laughing, joking, and then immediately we'll go to business, and we just start talking business, and not like, hey, so I want you to do this for me, or no, we just talk about business in general. Just conversations about business and branding and investing. And then we'll throw in a few stupid jokes and then get back to talking about something interesting. It's like, I could not have asked for a better group of people in my life that are having an impact on me. And she's just such a brand builder, such a businesswoman. I commend you for everything that you're doing. You're phenomenal and super talented, and you've been a good friend for some years now. And it's crazy how we met. That is crazy. But I'm glad we did, and I appreciate you and all that you do. DMX, man. Like I said, legend. Always dreamed of working with him, and I did. I thank you for giving me the opportunity. I thank you for still setting the example in the industry. You're still making movies, making music. You're still doing your thing, and I appreciate you for just allowing me to even have a conversation with you. Even if the mixtape never happened, just to have a conversation with you was enough. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you. Much respect to you. You're a legend. Chardelle Moore. Shout out to Chardelle, man. We have some stuff coming that y'all have no idea about. And that's all I can say. Chardelle is when I say positive energy, you could be having the worst day ever. If you call Chardelle, she'll have you laughing and just feeling. She has so much wisdom that she can shed on you. Just hearing her talk about life and energy and, you know, why people do certain things, psychology. You know, I love psychology. That's why it's psychs, if y'all didn't know. But just such a great person to be around, such a talented person, intelligent person. I love you, Chardelle. I'm excited for what you're building, your brand, your company, also what you're building creatively that I can't talk about. Love you, and I thank you for being in my life. Brawnlyn, B. Sharrie, a.k.a. London. When people see us on screen, they assume that we've known each other all our lives. Like, that is crazy. Even when we did our first scene in our first project, they were like, so how long have y'all known each other? Like what 10 years, 20 years? I was like, no, I just met her last week. Like, but we've always had that chemistry, always been a phenomenal actress. It was amazing directing and writing and acting in this project with you. You're a great director. You're a great writer. You're a great actress. Um, and that's a win, man. We didn't ever really get a chance to just sit back because we were always moving and always filming and promoting. Okay, we got a premiere, we got a red carpet. Okay, we got to get this thing on Amazon. And we never just said, okay, this is a win. We won. And we had some roadblocks, but we won. And I want you to know I appreciate you. And I thank you for believing in this thing and building this dream with me. London and James is our baby. Like we weren't gonna let anything happen to it. So I thank you for that. I thank you for just the good vibes, the positive vibes. Your creativity is just out of this world. Your stunts were out of this world. People still talking about you running up the wall and throwing people through glass and stabbing, punching. Like, you did your thing, and I'm glad to call you a close friend of mine, and I appreciate you. And lastly, well, not lastly, but I'd like to thank Amazon for allowing us to be on your platform and showcase our gift and our art and our passion and what we've been trying to get out there for a minute. Like, this is what I love to do, and my team loves to do it too. So being able to have a platform as big as Amazon Prime Video support your project is just, there's no words to express that feeling. So thank you, Amazon. And lastly, I want to thank all of you for supporting me in my career so far. There's so many of you. That's why, I don't want to go down the list of all. It would be impossible to name everybody. But thank you all so much for supporting what I do, for loving what I do. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And your words of wisdom and encouragement and positivity in the comments. Sometimes you guys will DM me and let me know, hey, I was having a rough day, went to your page, and you made me feel better. Like, that means a lot to me. You guys always tell me how much I mean to y'all, but I want to let y'all know how much y'all mean to me. I really do appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. All my supporters, all the followers, the fans, whoever, family, friends, I love y'all. And 2020 was a wake-up call. Things may happen. We've lost so many people. I've lost people. Everybody has lost people that's been close to them, but I thank God for keeping me healthy, my family healthy, my friends healthy, my circle, my team, keeping us healthy, keeping us, active. It's been a rough year, but we made it through it. We have so much success. My team has so much success. So it's kind of a wake-up call, and kind of, we prove to ourselves, no matter what, even in a pandemic, we're going to create brands. We're going to create podcasts. We're going to get stuff on Amazon. We're going to do movies. We're going to put out music that's fire. We're going to do press tours. We're going to get on the radio. We did all this stuff this year. I'm going to talk to celebrities. I'm going to talk to industry people that I look up to. I'm going to work with these people. All this we accomplished this year. And that's proof, man. That's proof that we can do this. If we could do this in a pandemic, we could imagine what we could do if nothing was happening. Like if the world wasn't on lockdown. Imagine what we can do, man. So it's New Year's Eve, man. 2021 is right around the corner. What you gonna do with it? We have so much stuff coming up. What you gonna do with it? That choice is yours. Believe in yourself. Put God first. Guard your energy. Guard your surroundings. Everybody that calls themselves your friends, they're not your friends. Guard your energy, your surroundings, because those same people can pull you down. They can drain you. Guard your energy. If certain people need to be cut off, cut those people off. Because it's way better than keeping them with you and then they pull you down. If there's people in your life that aren't giving you any positive energy, aren't uplifting you, they're only leeching from you, taking from opportunities. If they aren't adding to your life in any way, get those people out of there. And I say that very strongly. Remove those people from your life. Keep the positive people like Edwin, like Farone, like Jackie, like Kiki, like Sharrie, like Kimia. Keep those people around you. You've heard me talk about these people that I hold close to my heart. If you can't say those same things about the people that you're questioning, they should not be around you. Remove them. And then you will start moving forward and elevating. I promise you. So I love you guys. You already know what it is. I am Jay Sykes. We have so much more work to do. I love you guys. Happy New Year.